What if 15 minutes a day could accelerate your career? Not someday, not when life calms down, but starting right now with one small habit done consistently. Welcome to the Leadership Career Accelerator, where we help aspiring leaders like you build executive presence, influence with impact, and get recognized and promoted. I am longtime CEO Barry Moline. My mission is to help you grow as a leader, elevate your career, and improve your life. If you enjoy learning leadership tools, hit subscribe. In return, my promise is to keep bringing you ideas that make you a better leader. Today, we're talking about a habit that sounds small, but can change the direction of your career. The 15-minute rule that practically guarantees success. Now, let me say that carefully. There aren't any magic formulas in life, but there are habits that can make success much more likely. And this is one of them. Most people don't fall behind because they lack intent. They don't fall behind because they're lazy. They don't fall behind because they don't care. They fall behind because they drift. That's the word, drift. They work hard, but drift. They stay busy, but drift. They mean well, but drift. And if you drift long enough, you can wake up one day and realize you were active the whole time, but not especially intentional. You're climbing a ladder. You're active, but you're climbing up the wrong wall. That's what this episode is about. How to get on track, stay on track, and elevate yourself toward the success you actually want. A lot of people think success comes from one big moment. A promotion, a breakthrough, a lucky introduction, a huge and successful presentation. And yes, sometimes those moments matter. But the majority of career success is built much more quietly. It's built in preparation, discipline, follow through, and in small choices most people never notice. That's where people get lost. They spend their days inside emails, meetings, interruptions, deadlines, and everybody else's priorities. They're busy, but not focused on actions that will advance their careers. Then the day ends and they tell themselves, I'll work on my growth tomorrow. I'll think more strategically tomorrow. I'll improve my communication skills tomorrow. I'll become more visible tomorrow. But tomorrow has a way of never quite showing up. And that's how talented people stay stuck. Not through one dramatic failure, through daily drift. One day at a time, 1 week at a time, 1 month at a time. Here's the first idea I want you to hold on to. Career success is rarely lost in one dramatic moment. It's usually lost in lots of small moments of drift. That's why the 15-minute rule matters. So what is it? The 15-minute rule is simple. Every workday, spend 15 focused minutes on one action that gets you on track, keeps you on track, or moves you closer to career success. That's it. Not an all-day retreat, not some giant system, not a life overhaul that falls apart by Thursday. Just 15 focused minutes. And the reason it works is simple. It interrupts drift. It creates consistency. It builds momentum. Let me make this real with one example we'll carry through the whole episode. Let's say your goal is to become a better speaker. A lot of people hear that and think of some huge moment, a keynote, a big stage, a packed room. But that's not where speaking starts. It starts in small places. In a staff meeting where you prepare one thoughtful point and say it clearly. In a conversation with a colleague where you organize your thoughts instead of rambling. In volunteering to give a short report on a project, even though it stretches you a little bit. That's how speaking gets better. Not in theory, this is important, in reps. Small reps, repeated well. And that's how success works too. Let's start with the first part. Getting on track. Sometimes people aren't failing, they're just unfocused. They have ambition, but no rhythm. They have goals, but no habit tied to those goals. They want growth, but nothing in their day is actually pointing toward it. That's where the 15-minute rule becomes powerful. It gives you a reset point, a moment to stop and ask, what matters most right now? What kind of professional am I trying to become? What's one step I can take today that moves me closer to that version of myself? Let's go back to the speaking example. If you say, I want to become a better speaker, that sounds good, but by itself, it's too vague. The 15-minute rule forces you to turn that goal into today's move. Maybe today's move is preparing one clear comment for the staff meeting. Maybe it's practicing how to explain an idea more concisely to a colleague. Maybe it's deciding that the next time your team needs someone to give a project update, you're going to be the one to raise your hand. Small moves, clear direction. This matters because you don't get on track by wanting something. You get on track by doing something. That's the shift. If you want a better future, you need daily behavior that points in that direction. If you want to become a better speaker, don't wait for that big presentation. Start becoming that person in smaller moments right now. Getting on track is one thing, but staying on track, that's the real battle. Anybody can get inspired for a day. Success usually belongs to people who keep going after the mood changes, after the week gets busy, after life gets noisy. That's why this rule works so well. 15 minutes is small enough to sustain. This matters because a habit you can actually keep is far more powerful than a perfect plan you abandon. So let's stay with the speaking example. You don't become a better speaker because one Monday you made a good comment in a meeting. You become a better speaker by keeping up the reps. One day you prepare a point for the meeting. Another day you practice saying something more directly in a one-on-one conversation. On a third day, you volunteer to walk the team through a major project update. And by the end of the week, you reflect and ask, where was I clear? Where did I ramble? Where did I hesitate? Did I say too much? Then ask, where was I stronger than the last time? Where did I improve? That's how you improve, not through wishing, through repetition. Let's talk about how this elevates you. The goal is to become the kind of person people trust with bigger opportunities. That happens when you steadily improve how you show up. Let's go back again to that speaking example. At first, maybe your goal is just to stop hesitating so much in meetings. Then you work on being clearer in conversation with peers. Then you get more comfortable giving a short status report. What happens next is the leaders in your organization start seeing you as someone who can represent the team well. That's not just skill development, that's career movement. You're not just improving a skill, you're changing how other people experience you. You're becoming clearer, more confident, more composed, more credible. The reason why it matters is because people often connect strong communication with leadership readiness. So, in one goal, like becoming a better speaker, you're improving your thinking, your communication, your visibility, and your credibility all at once. That's when people start noticing you. The 15-minute rule isn't about cramming more into your day. It's about improving the quality of how you show up. And when that improves, opportunities start to change. Let's go back to the opening. Why do I say the 15-minute rule practically guarantees success? Because while nothing in life is guaranteed, some behaviors make success much more likely. If every workday you spend 15 minutes becoming more intentional, more prepared, more visible, and more capable, you're not standing still. You are improving. Maybe not overnight, maybe not perfectly, but steadily. And that's the point. If you keep showing up better, people trust you more, they notice you more, and they start giving you bigger opportunities. That's why this works. All right, here's the bottom line. The 15-minute rule helps you get on track, stay on track, and elevate yourself toward the success you say you want. So here's my challenge to you. For the next 5 work days, protect 15 minutes of your day. Use it with intention. Tie it to one area where you want to grow. Maybe that area is speaking. Maybe you want to be clearer in meetings. Maybe you want to contribute more confidently with colleagues. Maybe you want to be ready when the chance comes to present your work. Don't wait for the big moment. Build the skill in small moments right now. Use the 15 minutes to reset your direction. Use it to prepare more thoughtfully. Use it to advance one meaningful step. Because success is rarely created in one giant heroic moment. It's built on small choices that keep moving you forward. And that's why the 15-minute rule practically guarantees success. If you're serious about getting promoted, becoming more influential, and leading with confidence, subscribe to the Leadership Career Accelerator. And if this episode helped you, share it with someone who's ready to stop drifting and start growing with intention. I'm Barry Moline. See you next time.